Today we'll be multiplying polynomials by using the box method. This is TEKS from Algebra 2.7b. So a box method is a visual representation of how to multiply. So what you do is if you have one term times two terms, we're going to make a box that has 1 times 2. Okay. So we have a 5x, and we're going to multiply the 5x times x plus 4. So inside that box, we're going to look at where 5x times x. So 5x times x is 5x squared. Then 5x times 4 is 20x, a positive 20x. So combine like terms if you have them. Now, this isn't really polynomials, but before we got into polynomials, we wanted to just practice how to make the box and what we're doing with the box. So this next one, we have one term times three terms. So we have a 7x squared, and we're going to multiply it by x squared, by negative 2x, and by a positive 3. So 7x squared times x squared is 7x to the 4th. So we're multiplying the two boxes by each other. So 7x squared times negative 2x is negative 14x cubed. And the last one would be that 7x squared times a 3 would be a positive 21x squared. Now we don't have any like terms, and so this would be your final answer. Okay, now this box method again is going to help us when we get into like 2 terms times 2 terms and 3 terms times 3 terms. So let's look at these next two examples. We're going to have 2 terms times 2 terms. So we're going to make this box, and we have 5x minus 1, and we have x plus 4. So now we're going to multiply 5x times x. We get 5x squared. 5x times 4 goes right here. So 5 times 4 is a positive 20x. Negative 1 times x is negative 1x. And negative 1 times 4 is a negative 4. Now we're going to combine like terms if we have them. So notice here we do have a 20x minus 1x. So bring down your 5x squared. Now 20 minus 1 is a positive 19x. And then bring down your minus 4. And this is your answer. So we're going to try that again. We have 2 terms times 2 terms. We have a 2x plus 3. And we have an x minus 6. So multiply these two terms right here. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times negative 6 is negative 12x. 3 times x is a positive 3x. And 3 times negative 16 goes right here. That is a negative 18. Now notice that these two terms right here are like terms. So we're going to bring down the 2x squared, and now we have negative 12 plus 3. Negative 12 plus 3 is negative 9x. And bring down your minus 18. This is your final answer. So it's going to help when you have more than just one term. You have 2 times 2, so you can easily see what spaces need to be filled and how many terms you should have before you combine like terms. So in this case, I have 2 terms times 3 terms. I should have 6 boxes, and every box is going to have a number in it. So I have 2x plus 5. There's my 2 boxes. And I'm going to have 3. I'm going to have x squared plus 2x minus 3. So let's fill all 3 boxes. 2x times x squared goes right here. That's going to be 2x cubed. Now 2x times 2x goes right here. That's going to be a positive 4x. Now 2x times negative 3 is going to be negative 6x. 5 times x squared is positive 5x squared. 5 times 2x is positive 10x. Oops, and apologies, that should have had a square on it. Let me go back to that one. 2x and 2x is 4x squared. And my very last term is 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. So now notice where your like terms are. You have the x squareds are the same, and you have the x's are the same. So we're going to combine those. So let's bring down your 2x cubed. Okay, 4x squared plus 5x squared is 9x squared. Negative 6 plus 10x is 4x. And then bring down the 15. So those two numbers added to that one, and those two numbers added to that one. Okay, let's do one practice question. Oof, 3 terms times 3 terms. A little bit bigger box. Okay, we have x squared minus 3x plus 1. And then we have x squared plus 1x minus 4. So we're going to fill in all 9 boxes before we combine like terms. So we're going to take this x squared and we're going to multiply it all the way across, okay? X squared times x squared is x to the 4th. Now x squared times 1x is going to be 1x cubed. And the last one is going to be negative 4x squared. Now we're going to look at this middle row. We're going to take negative 3 and we're going to multiply it by all 3 of those terms. So we have negative 3x cubed. Then we have negative 3x squared. And then we have positive 12x. Okay. Now the last row, we're going to take that 1 and we're going to multiply it by all 3 terms. So we get a 1x squared. We get a 1x, and we get a negative 4. Now let's look for like terms. Notice here my x cubes, my x squareds, my x's, okay? So bring down your first term right here. That's x to the 4th. Now we're going to combine negative 3x cubed plus 1x cubed is negative 2x cubed. Then we have 1 minus 3, that's negative 2. Negative 2 minus 4 is negative 6x squared. Then we combine those two. 1x plus 12x is plus 13x. And the last number is this constant at the end. That is your final answer. Hopefully this video helped you show you how to multiply polynomials by using the box method.